I don't care what anyone says. You could be the Queen, you could be Jesus, you could be the Pope. Milky coffee. It's just the best kind of coffee. It sets your mind at rest on breaks or at the end of the day and tells your brain, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. Same if you like tea, really. Tea does the same thing. Hot drinks are God's gift, really, to be honest with you. So are cold, actually. I do like a good iced tea, but I don't like hot tea. Why am I talking about this? This isn't the aim of the video. Hi poops and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about how to be a budgeting shopaholic, because that does actually exist, funny enough. I know that a lot of you probably like shopping because you watch my channel when I do a lot of haul videos, and the majority of you are girls and a lot of girls like to shop. And sometimes it can be a little hard because you're quite young and you don't have a lot of money, or you don't work, or you don't earn enough to shop additionally on top of all the stuff you need to shop for, like groceries, I don't know. There's a huge range of people on this channel, so I thought this would be a good video to make for any of you guys who want to look into a few tips of mine that I do myself, because I'm a student, meaning I don't have a lot of money in my bank account. So I get by doing things which other people probably don't have to worry about because they have a lot of money, but I'll get by. I came up with 7 ways to be a budgeting shopaholic. There is actually a blog post version of this video, so if you prefer reading than watching, then I'll put the link down there for you, or maybe you want to look at both. That should be interesting, wouldn't it? I'll do that for you. There's a link down there to my blog. So let's get started. How to be a budgeting shopaholic. Number 1, charity shops are not scary. And I say this because actually the responses I get half the time when somebody asks me where I get a certain item is quite a shocked response when I say I don't actually know because I got it from a charity shop. They're like, you shop in a charity shop? Yes, I shop in charity shops. They're actually really freaking amazing. I could walk into one, find nothing one day. I could walk into one the next week and find 3 dresses, 2 tops and a pair of jeans that all come to like something ridiculous, like 20 quid. A, you're donating money to charity, and B, you're saving money, and C, you're getting clothes out of it. Like, what is this stigma that's attached to charity shops? I really don't understand. I really do recommend shopping at them if you think you have a lot of charity shops in your area but you're not really sure on the stuff they sell in it, because I know that my sister's like, oh, why do you shop in charity shops? Because they never have good things in there. They do, you just need to look for it. Like, you can't just be a generic customer, walk into a shop, scan it and then walk out. That's not what charity shops are about. You need to delve into all the shelves and all the rails. You just need to look, because charity shops aren't about showing you what's in the window. It's about diving into all the stuff that's being donated and finding stuff that you think's cool. And you can honestly save so much money. Like, for example, this skirt I'm wearing here, which I actually wear so much, is complimented by so many people. My sister's always wanting to borrow it off me, and when someone asks me where I get it from, or when someone asks me how much it is, I'm literally just like, dude, it was like 4 quid. It's just cute, right? Saving money is cute. Very cute. Tip number 2, nobody knows you wore the same dress twice. This may seem obvious to some of you, especially if you're the type to save money, but I have a best friend who cannot wear the same outfit twice, sorry. She basically buys an outfit for a night out, or just something that she knows is coming up, like a good event, like a big event, a birthday event, whatever. Buys a dress, and then she thinks, oh, I've worn it now, what am I going to do with it? I'm going to have to sell it, or I'm going to have to just give it to charity or something. It's like, that's insane to me. Like, I probably have had this outfit I'm wearing now for 2 years, and I treat it like I've just bought it. Like, I love all my clothes, and some people may say I've got too many clothes, but that's because I feel like I don't need to get rid of them unless they're worn out or they're breaking on me, or just I feel like I'm growing out of them or something. I don't buy something for the sake of wearing it once. And if you're that type of person to do that, then you can simply plan your outfits. Like, nobody's going to realise that you're wearing the same thing twice, can I just say? Because A, they're too busy thinking about themselves. Yeah, they might compliment your outfit and they might remember it if it's like a really shocking, individual, unique outfit or something, but half the time everyone's so worried about themselves and they're not going to remember you're wearing the same thing. Like, if you think about the last time you went out with your friends, picture one of your friends, like think of one of them that went out with you, think of what they were wearing. Like, the chances you remember is very slim if you remember the exact same thing they're wearing. If you remember the shoes they're wearing, you don't really take it in. You putting it on, you take it in, but you don't really take in what your friends are wearing. So stop stressing out about the fact everyone's going to know. But if it still bothers you and you're completely like worried about people thinking that you're just, you know, some cheap mess, then you should probably think about where you're wearing the outfits. Like, for example, if you've been invited out for a work do, like you're going out with staff members, then you can wear a dress for that which you've recently bought, and then your best friend has a birthday party and you can wear the same dress to that because the same people aren't going to be there. And then your family wants to go out for a meal next month, you can wear the same dress there, because all these people are different people. You need to stop worrying about the things you're wearing. Again, it might not feel fresh when you wear it, because I know people get the addiction of having something fresh on their body because they feel like they've just bought it and it feels good and they makes them feel better. But to other people it's fresh, so you need to just bear that in mind. Because in my opinion it's really stupid to spend cash before you've even gone out, which involves spending more money on drinks and taxis and all this other crap. It's just so stupid to me. So give it a go, see how much you can save. Pretty sure that's the quote from an advert. Number 3, clothes/accessories swap with your friends. If you have mates that have similar sort of fashion sense to you, or you just know people that would like your sort of fashion sense, it's probably worth asking them if they've got any clothes that they're thinking of throwing out recently, because you're thinking of throwing out some clothes yourself. And then instead of doing that, you can just swap the stuff you have, because that way you get stuff out of it, they get stuff out of it, you get some clothes out of your bedroom you don't need anymore, and you get some like new stuff. So it's worth a try. I mean, like, the worst that can happen is them just to be like, no, I'm not actually thinking about getting rid of my clothes. Or if maybe they're not even thinking about it, you can suggest to them, be like, I'm thinking of doing a clothes swap. Do you have any stuff you want to get rid of and we can swap? Like, for example, if you wear a cardigan all the time and you're so sick of seeing yourself in it and it just gets a bit boring, your friend might see that cardigan once and be like, that's really pretty, and then you could just be like, do you want it? Because I've worn it for so many times. And maybe suggest that they swap something that you like of theirs that they think is getting old, because you think it looks new and cool. So try doing that, even if it's something little, like one swap, or a big group of your friends all want to go out there and then get a black bag of all their old stuff, and then you can all just like pick out outfits and then take some stuff home. I think that might be quite cool, like a thrift haul gathering. I want to come. Can you invite me to any of them, please? And thank you. Tip number 4, eBay isn't just good for buying. So yes, this is pretty much what it says on the tin. You can sell stuff as well as buy stuff on eBay, meaning you can sell your stuff, get some money to go buy some more stuff, instead of, you know, just donating your stuff and then kind of spending money you don't actually have. And I say this because some people groan when they think about having to do the hassle of selling things on eBay, because it's just taking pictures of all the clothes and then putting them up and then waiting for people to bid and then having to package them all. But my tip would be to kind of do it all at once. So you do out your wardrobe, you've got all these clothes you don't need, take a photo of like them all individually, put them up for auction. Put all the products on eBay at the same time, and then have the day that they come off eBay the same day and the same time, so that all your items will be sold at the same time, and then you can ship them all off in the same day, and then you wrap them all up individually, and then you can take all products to the post office instead of doing like separate runs, which will make it even harder. Then that way all the money will also come through at the same time, so it's like a bigger chunk, so then it's nicer for the money to come through into your bank account as a bigger number, because it's all been added up, instead of selling things separately, which may seem a lot of hassle. So try doing that, because people like get all chuffed when they've got all this money because people are buying their clothes, but they don't do it very much because they think it's hassle. But once they do it, they're really happy they did. Tip number 5 is to get crafty. Instead of throwing something away because you feel like you've been wearing it a lot, why don't you get out the scissors and just adapt it or modify it, or do something to it that makes it a little bit more new and exciting to you? An example of this would be when I had a pair of jeans which I feel like were fading after a while. They were getting to that colour where it wasn't black anymore, it was just like dark grey. I want to chuck these, but then I remembered how much I paid for them, so I was kind of like, ugh. But instead what I did, I basically got the trouser leg, folded it inside out, and then snipped it up all the way to the top of the jean, and then folded it. And then I stitched the fold together so it wasn't all like taffly and disgusting at the ends, and then that basically gave me a pair of shorts. Obviously you have to measure where you want the short leg to go to, because you don't want to end up with shorts that look funny or something. That's a really cool thing to do. Like, you were going to chuck the jeans away anyway, you may as well make it into a project and do something creative with it. If it goes wrong, then it was going to be put into the bin anyway. I also had a really boring jacket that was kind of annoying me because I wore it so much, and you know when you just see yourself in something so much it starts to piss you off. I have that problem. Should I chuck it? And then I thought, nope, I will just cut off the sleeves instead, and then I gave myself like a vest jacket instead, and that looked really cool, and I wore that for an extra year or so, I think. Number 6 is don't be that guy. This one's really obvious, but don't be that person that goes on these shopping splurges without checking what they've got in the back of their wardrobe. Like, I know some people, including myself, who go shopping for things that they literally already have. Just make sure you are aware of what you have in your bedroom already. It sounds really dumb to say, but some people actually do need reminding about this. Sometimes you do need to check what's in that bottom drawer you haven't checked for a while because it's dusting away and you haven't seen it since last summer, and you've said to yourself, I need to go summer shopping because I got no summer clothes. Well, actually you do from last summer, but you've just forgotten about them because it's been a whole winter. Last but not least, my number 7 tip is to make the extra effort to sale shop. And what I mean by this is not to just go absolutely mental and crazy when there's a sale just purely because there's a sale and you're like, I'm saving money, so I'm just gonna spend all this crap. No, don't do that. Instead, what I do is to get a list, like a whiteboard maybe, or just like an actual piece of paper, and just keep it somewhere in your house, dedicated to things that you need to buy. So sort of like when you do a weekly grocery shop, but instead you do it with things that you need, like clothes or just houseware items which aren't like desperately needed, but you know that you will need them sometime soon. So keep that around in your house somewhere. So if you know that summer's coming up and you need a swimsuit because you're going on a holiday soon, write that on the list, like I need a swimsuit. And then you have a dog and it chews up your pillow in the front room and you're like, damn it, I need a pillow, put I need a pillow on the list. And then when there's a sale in one of your favourite shops, or there's just lots of sales going on at the moment for some reason, some shops are closing down, or it's Black Friday, or there's some weird event happening, there's a market or something, you can take the list with you and take it into town or into the shop that you know there's a sale at, that you know will have these things in. That way you can look at all the things that you need and you'll be saving money on things you were going to be buying anyway, instead of just going into the sale and then buying things you didn't really necessarily need, and you end up actually spending more than you would have anyway, even though it was a sale and it was all discounted. So you will actually be saving money this way. I know sales are there because they make people go crazy and buy loads, but you can trick the sale game and you can actually buy things you were going to buy anyway, which probably nobody does when it comes to sales. So that's a little tip. Let me know if it helped you or not. I think it's good actually. I think that tip's very good. So that's all my advice for now. I hope you enjoyed this type of video. If you want me to do any more like money saving type videos, then let me know in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you could take some tips from it. Let me know if you have any tips yourself. You can exchange some with each other. I like how on my channel you guys are really friendly with each other, so help each other out and we can do some skint people who have no money advice. I love you guys so much. Make sure you catch me on my social networking sites in my cleavage in the description box below, such as my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. I'll see you guys in 3 days time because I make a video every 3 days. Hope you're having a lovely holiday, because I believe it's Easter holidays for most people now. I am loving it. Like, goodbye university, hello Easter eggs and chocolate. I love you. Bye. Oh, my coffee's gone. Bye. Come on, feature selling. My World 2.0. Very exciting! Now, me being the weird, ecstatic, stalkerish, creepy, crazy Justin Bieber fan I am I really playing Justin Bieber music in the background? Ellie.